How to become a Christian politician, part 1. Now, I want to talk about being a Christian politician. You know, a whole lot of believers have been taught that Christians are not supposed to participate in politics. So that's wrong. What is politics? Or should we say, what is politics all about? Politics has to do with leadership, government. Politics, from the word policy. Policy to control, or not really to control, but to manage, to organize the affairs of society. That's politics. So, is that something that a believer should not be engaged in? I really don't think so. Now, let's look at Scripture. What does the Bible have to say about it? In the book of Matthew chapter 5, verse 16, Scripture declares, it says, let your light so shine before me, that they may see your good works and glorify your Father in heaven. Before that scripture, Jesus was talking to the disciples. He said, you are the light of the world, and you are the salt of the earth. Light of the world, salt of the earth. That, to me, means influence. Having an influence over the earth. Somebody that is influential is somebody that is leading. Somebody that is influential is somebody that can make policies that would determine the way a system should run. Now let's go back to Matthew 5. It says, let your light so shine. Notice he didn't just say, let your light shine. If he said, let your light shine, it is even strong enough. Normally, when you put on a light, it shines. That's natural. But it was emphatic. It added an auxiliary verb, so, which means there is something about the shine, about the illumination. It is not just for the light to shine, but the light to so shine. Which means the shining of this light is something that should have an effect. The shining of this light is something that should draw attention. The shining of this light is something that should make an impact. It didn't just say, let the light shine, say, let it so shine, that men may see. Which means men ought to see the light. That is, this shining, this illumination is supposed to draw enough attention. That to me is influence. That to me is governance. That to me is impact. So why do you have people believing they should not engage? It's because they are not ready to shine the lights of God. How can somebody be a Christian and his impact is not felt in his locality? How can somebody say he is a believer and he is not making any impact in his community? How can somebody say he is a believer and he is not living? He is not influencing the laws that governs the land. The reason he feels so is because he does not understand that he is the light of the world. He does not understand that he is the example. He does not understand that he is the one that is supposed to take the lead and others to follow. He thinks being a Christian is just all about association. He thinks being a Christian is just all about religion or a routine. He has not come to comprehend that being a believer is about influence. It's about influence. It's about casting the influence of Christ on us. He's yet to understand that. So when you talk about politics, he doesn't want to be a part of it. He said, no, Christians are not to be in politics. And when they say Christians are not to be in politics, what they mean is Christians are not to be with unbelievers. The Bible did not say we should be equally yoked together, equally yoked together as believers. The Bible never said that. See, being friendship with the world is enemy to God. But we can make our influence as believers. We don't need to be in any political party that is ungodly. We can cast our influence as individuals. We can cast our influence as a group. Yes, we can. In our community, we can engage with society without having to join a party. It's not about being in a party. It's about doing God's business, living the life and showing the light. That's what it's all about. It has nothing to do with party affiliation. This is just a part one. There will be other parts as in relation to how a Christian can become a politician.